Hello students, hope you all are doing great. This is Rekha Chabra, your maths teacher. Students, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel Learn Mathematics to understand mathematics. In the last video, we discussed about different types of functions. We learned what is one-one, onto, injective, surjective, and bijective functions. And now going forward, I will discuss few questions based on different types of functions from exercise 1.2 of NCERT. Let's take question number 1. Here we have to show that function f r star to r star defined by fx equal to 1 by x is 1 1 and onto, where r star is the set of all non-zero real numbers. There is one more part, we'll discuss about it later on. First of all, the function is defined from r star to r star and the given function is 1 by x. We will check whether the function is 1 1 or not. Here are some steps given that we use for proving the function as 1 1. So first of all, we will take out fx1, that is 1 upon x1, fx2, that is 1 upon x2. Now we'll equate them. For example, if we have 1 by x equal to 1 by 3, so we normally conclude that x is equal to 3. Same way here also, if 1 by x1 is equal to 1 by x2, so we will say their reciprocals are also equal. It means x1 is equal to x2. So it means this is a 1 1 function. Now we will check onto function. So same way we will assume it equal to y, fx equal to y, and we'll put the value of function, that is 1 by x. Now we'll write x in terms of y, which is x equal to 1 by y. Now this is always defined because y is not 0. It is given in the question that r star is the set of all non-zero numbers. So if y belongs to r minus 0, then we will definitely have some x also in the domain which belongs to r minus 0. Now we can even check it once. Let's take y equal to fx, and the function is, let's replace the value of x that we have calculated here, f of 1 by y. Now if this is x, so what is the function? 1 by x. So according to this, 1 by x, and what is x here? 1 by y. So it is again y is equal to y. So for every y belongs to r star, there exists some x also which belongs to r star. So this function is onto. Now they are saying, is the result true if the domain r star is replaced by n with codomain being same as r star? Codomain will remain same, r star, which is set of all real numbers except 0, but domain will be changed now. Now the new domain is n, means natural number. Now again let's check 1 1, same way fx1 equal to fx2. It will give us x1 equal to x2. So this is 1 1. For onto function, same way y equal to 1 by x, and then we will write x in terms of y. So now y is a real number except 0, right? If we take any value of y, let's say 2, because our range is r star, codomain is r star. So if we take any number, let's take 2, y is equal to 2. So what should be x? X should be 1 by 2. But do we have this pre-image of 2 in our domain? No, because our domain is only natural numbers. So this is not a natural number. X is not a natural number in this case. It means this 2 does not have any image. So this function is not onto. Now let's check injectivity, surjectivity of these given functions. So same way we have to check 1 1 and onto. Function is defined from n to n and the function is x square. Same way we will take fx1 equal to fx2, x1 whole square is equal to x2 whole square. We know when we remove the squares we take plus and minus both the values. x1 equal to x2, x1 equal to minus x2. But the function is defined from n to n, so we will ignore this second pair and we will take x1 equal to x2, hence the function is injective. Now let's check onto, means surjective. Function is given fx equal to y, we will assume we'll put the value of function, that is x square equal to y. So what is x in terms of y? That is plus minus root y. Now if we take y as 2, so what should be x? X should be 1.41. So is it a natural number? It is not a natural number. So it means the given function is not even surjective. Fifth part, function is defined from integers to integers, and the function is fx equal to x cube. For 1 function, we will take fx1 equal to fx2, x1 whole cube is equal to x2 whole cube, cubes are cancelled, and x1 is equal to x2. So this is 1 function. Now surjectivity we will check. So fx equal to y, we'll put the value of fx, that is x cube equal to y. So what is x? X is equal to y raised to the power 1 by 3. Now let's take any value of y. Let's take 2. So x is equal to 2 raised to the power 1 by 3, which means cube root 2. Cube root 2 is not an integer. X is not an integer in this case. So it means this is not even surjective. Now let's take question number 3. Prove that the greatest integer function defined from R to R given by this is neither 1 nor on 2. So we should know what is greatest integer function. That's how we denote it, and it means greatest integer less than or equal to x. If we have 1, so the value will be 1. If we have greatest integer as 1.01, then also value is 1. 1.2, then also value is 1. 1.91, 1.99 also 1. But if we will have 2, then the value will be 2, because the definition says greatest integer less than or equal to this number. So here we can see very well that so many inputs are giving one same output. So how this function can be 1 It is definitely not 1 Now let's talk about onto fx equal to this greatest integer function. We'll assume it equal to y. Y is equal to greatest integer function x. So y will always give some integer. This is greatest integer less than or equal to x. Hence value of y will always come as an integer, but y is a real number because the function is defined from real number to real number. It was given the function is defined from real number to real number, but we are getting the value of y as greatest integer, so it will always be some integer, but y is there in the real numbers, so f is not onto. For example, we can take some value. Let's take 0.7, which definitely belongs to set of real numbers. So it is known that fx is equal to greatest integer function is always an integer, but there does not exist any element x which belongs to R. For that, the value of function will be 0.7. This is not possible. So hence this function is not onto. Now let's take question number 4. Show the modulus function defined from R to R given by this is neither 1 nor onto. After that they have given the definition of mod x. If it is not given, then also you should know how we define the function. Mod x gives us the positive value whenever x is greater than equal to 0, and it gives the negative of x whenever x is less than 0. So let's check for 1. If the value of x is 1, so the answer is 1, but if the value of function for a value of x is -1, then also value of function is 1. So we can see here that for different inputs it is giving the same output. So it means function is not 1. Now let's talk about onto function. Fx is given as mod x. We will assume it equal to y. Y is equal to mod x. Hence the value of y is defined only if y is positive, but y is a real number. Do we have any x for which the value of y will be -3 like that? So no, it is not possible. If y is negative, there is not corresponding element of x, so hence f is not onto. Now question number 5, here we have to talk about signum function. That's you have done in class 11th. You must be knowing what is a signum function. Fx, it gives us value 1 whenever x is greater than 0. It gives value 0 whenever it is equal to 0. And it gives value -1 whenever x is less than 0. The graph of this signum function is a kind of staircase, if you remember. Now, for example, if we take the value input as 0, so the output is 0. If we take -1, so output is -1. If I take input as 1, so the value of function is 1. But what if I take 2, then also it is 1. If I take 3, then also it is 1. So for different elements, different inputs, output is same. So it is not 1 function. Now let's check on to value of fx is defined only if x is 1, 0 and minus 1. What will happen for other real numbers? Let's say y is 2, y is 100 or y is any other value like minus 5. So there is no corresponding element x. So it means function is not onto. So I hope you must have understood these questions. Now please try the remaining parts yourself. Thank you very much, students.